What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Chopitupchicago Times.
Key.
We back with another episode. Because this month is October, we wanted to take the time out and actually talk about something really serious, which is the Domestic Violence Awareness Month. I'm just gonna give y'all a couple quick numbers and stuff. If you ever just find yourself in a situation where you feel like you don't, have nobody to talk to, or feel like don't nobody believe you, or feel like you not strong enough to do anything, all you gotta do is pick up your phone and call 1-800-799-7233, which is the last four is SAFE. That's the domestic violence hotline. It's confidential. They 24/7. They'll get you help anytime you need. But anyway,
don't hesitate to call that number, y'all.
Don't hesitate to call for real. If you definitely need it, man. I know a lot of people that think they don't, and probably do. Yeah, people think that it's not domestic violence, but it really is. I'm gonna let you kick this off, and then I'm gonna just do my thing.
Okay, so I'm kicking it off because I'm gonna share a story with you guys that a whole lot of people don't know or probably even had a clue about. I was a domestic violence victim. It happened on my what?
I didn't know this either, so
It happened on my 21st birthday. I was dating a guy. We went out to the bar. Everything was real cool. Me, him, my sister, friend, one of his friends. He played off real cool. We went to his friend's house. And I didn't know his friend stayed that close because obviously we was a little tipsy, whatever. So I'm like, I ain't know such and such stay here. He like, yeah, we're just finna wait for him to come out. So I'm just sitting in the car waiting for him to come out, and out of nowhere, I just got punched dead in my face. So of course I'm taken by surprise, like, what the hell, what happened? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And then he didn't want me to have, I guess that was my red flag that I just let go by. He didn't want me to have a Facebook. So I couldn't have a Facebook, so I had to take my Facebook down. But my sister was showing me that a lot of people was telling me happy birthday on her Facebook. But anyway, he like, yeah, I seen you on your sister's phone, blah, blah, blah. So he just started repeatedly hitting me. And he was a heavy dude. So I'm in the passenger seat. He hopped over in the passenger seat with me and pushed me down under the dashboard and just started beating me on the top of my head. And he just was beating my head so hard that he bust my head open with his fist. So it was just blood splashing all on the ceiling. And after that, he made me sit in the driver's seat and sit on top of my hand so he could hit me in my face with a belt buckle. That happened to the point he just was choking me so hard, he choked me out, I blacked out. But at that time, I had just stopped feeling everything. So as he was doing that, I stole his phone. And somehow, some way, I dialed my sister and put his phone in my panties. And it's so crazy because me and my sister have never talked about that to this day, because my sister heard everything that was going on because I called her and the phone was in my panties. So I was able to, while he was doing that, I was able to unlock the door and just jump out the truck, and I just ran down the street. And this was on some like Michael Myers scary movie type shit, because as I'm running, he behind me, but he walking so motherfucking slow, it feel like he's just coming so fast. I ran through traffic, I almost got hit by 2 semi-trucks. I fell. He ended up being right the fuck there, even though he's walking slow. He stunned me in the back of my head. My tooth went through my bottom lip. That's why I got this mark on my bottom lip, because my tooth went through my lip. And I was able to just run away from him, but it's so fucked up. It's crazy, because I ran to the next block, and I just ran to somebody's house, and their doors was open, and it was some fucking Mexicans. Man, nobody in this house speaks English. They speak Spanish. I'm running their house. Everybody got a gun up to my motherfucking head. So I'm in here trying to run, trying to protect myself, call the police, whatever. They not understanding me. I don't understand them. But they see my face and everything so fucked up. They was able to call the police, and when I got to the police car, all I was able to give them was his first and last name, and they finished my report for me because he didn't beat up so many women. So I woke up in the hospital with staples in my head, black eye, bruises everywhere, and everything. So my thing is, us women ignore so many red flags that we damn sure shouldn't. And we need to not let that first little, whatever instinct we get, the first instinct we get, we need to follow that shit. Because I had got a couple, but it was never, my hands getting put on me. It was I don't want you to have no Facebook type shit. So it was on some controlling shit. Then it was like, okay, he didn't want me talking to my best friend, managing me and my best friend. It was never no nothing. They never had met no nothing. He wanted to control. So when you call my phone, it'll be my phone number, but he'll make it so like you calling a sex line. So he was doing shit like that, and it just was real bad. And then I'm gonna be honest, after this happened, I did go back, but it was because I was mind fucked. And people always say, I never do that, or ain't no way you went back. Never say never, because I was always that girl that said never. I don't understand how he can do this to you and you go back to him, or this type of shit. I was so mad fucked, and I'm not even if you know me, you know I'm not finna go for that type of shit. You not finna mad fuck me how I am and how I talk, but also the way I talk and how I am right now is because of that situation that happened to me. But I was so mad fucked, and I seen and heard certain type of things that scared the fuck out of me. And then I was also like, he couldn't have meant it, or he was fucked up because he lied and told me he got drugged. Which that ain't the case that happened, because he done it to so many women. But don't ignore those red flags. Don't go back to somebody, because if they do it once, they'll do it again. It might not be to that magnitude, but it's gonna happen again. Don't let nobody overpower your mind or make you think certain type of things or no shit like that. Cause it took me years for me to even be able to have this conversation with anybody. Like, I was so scared to be around a dude. Or if a dude tried to talk to me, I'm like, you trying to kidnap me? You trying to beat me up? I'm like, damn, what the fuck wrong with you? I was scared of every man. Any and every man. I don't give a fuck what. But just women, ladies, girls, don't ignore those red flags. Don't let nobody put their hands on you. Don't let nobody belittle you. Don't let nobody let you feel like you less than what you are, or anything like that. I don't give a fuck what they went through in their life, or what they saw. Don't make that okay for you to go through that type of shit. Cause that messed me up for a long time. It messed me up for a long, long, long time. But I feel like I'm come to the point. I had to forgive him. I had to forgive him for me though. For me to move forward, or for me to be comfortable, or whatever, I had to forgive that man for me. Not for him, but for me though.
Forgive, you said? Okay, I thought you said forgive.
No. I kept on thinking about it, and I was scared, so I had to forgive him in order for me to move forward and move on and go on with my life, or date if I wanted to. Right. But ladies, don't ignore that shit. Don't let nobody do that to you ever in life. Not once, not twice. Don't do none of that. And then there's a lot of people that say mental abuse is worse than physical abuse. But me, at that time, in that situation, it was both for me. So I don't feel like anybody should say either one is worse. Me personally, mental abuse can make you like want to kill yourself or do some shit like that. But do you think that somebody fucking with your head is worse than you getting your head bust open with a fist? Or like, I don't think it should be a comparison. Nobody should compare shit. I got both, and both of them is fucked up. But I don't think I would rather a motherfucker fuck with my head or say shit to me than get punched on or no shit like that. So I don't think nobody should say which is worse or whatever the case may be. Either one you get out of that shit as soon as possible. So yeah, I ain't don't nobody know that story about me. And that's gonna make me cry. But yeah, don't nobody know that.
Sheesh. That's crazy. These girls some tissues right there. Yeah, man, that's crazy. I'm sorry that happened. For sure. Man, that shit got me lost for words. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Like a lot of people don't know what people go through, or the person they think somebody is, or how they act, or just them. Period. You will never know somebody's story until they tell you. But it wasn't for me to tell everybody either, and that was also like I ain't gonna say it. That wasn't some shit I want to share. It wasn't.
To just a random person?
I didn't want to share with nobody. Only people that knew was my immediate family. Mm-hmm. And not even some of my family members.
I think, like, I want to hit on something you said. You said that you don't, like, think that people should stay because physical and mental are different from each other, but actually they one and the same. Mm-hmm. Somebody could mentally abuse you without physically abusing you. Mm-hmm. Like I was in a situation where I was mentally abused, but somebody can only mentally abuse you if you allow them to. You know what I mean? I think, in my opinion. So, but like, you know, with some people, they're super manipulative people, yes. And they're good at it. You know what I mean? And this is what they've been doing. Like you said, they got a history mm-hmm. and a track record for it. But it's just, you know, like you said, it's super important to stand on your own 2 feet and be able to do what's best for you in those situations. And like you said, you know, and I can contest to what you said when you really don't know what you would do until you in that situation. You really don't know if you would go back to a person. People, like you said, people would be like, I never be in that situation. Shit, I done been in a situation where I was fucked up, like not physically, but like I was fucked up. Motherfucker did me so bogus that, you know, that I should have left, but it didn't happen. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I still turn around and still be with that person, and, you know, still allow that shit to happen to you. And I want to say this to the males too. Like, yeah, we supposed to be masculine. Yeah, we supposed to, you know, we supposed to do all of this. But like, don't let nobody tell you that a woman can't degrade you. Like, women degrade men all the time, like all the time. And I'm not hating on women. I'm not downplaying what women go through, but like, it's more mental, like for men than it is for women. But there is, I seen this one story where this girl was like physically abusing her guy, and like he was letting it happen because, you know, for whatever reason, you know what I mean? I read that he was just letting it happen, and he was just, you know, letting her do it, and until like she ended up stabbing him through the arm or some wild shit like that. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I say that to say, don't think that it could just only, you know, be a woman's perspective, my man. Like, you know, like I said, you know, it sometimes it's more mental for guys. Like for me, it was more mental. Like, you know, my mental strong and all of that. You know, I know how to, you know, push shit out. But like contest perfectly what you said again. It's just all about how you put shit. All about how you know, able to be like, yeah, man, I'm cool. I'm not finna go through that again. Like, yeah. I'm not gonna do that again. Like, I've learned that as a person, like, if you like a person, if you love a person, you're not gonna like do certain shit to them. Right. You're not gonna mentally try to abuse them. You're not gonna physically try to abuse them. Cause it's like, you know, you can't really say you love a person if you do that shit to them. True. People be like, I love this person so much that I had to do this.
That's some bullshit.
Like that one dude, I can't remember the story all the way, but the one dude, he killed his girl and all 3 of the kids in the house because him and the girl was arguing. And he killed this girl, killed all 3 of the kids, and then he called the police, told them that he did it, and then he killed himself. Shit like that is wild.
That ain't love.
That ain't love. That's nowhere near love. Like, no. I think people like, and shit like that, people be like, real life need to go to like a mental institution.
They need fucking therapy too.
Yeah, therapy too, for sure. Because like, how, in what world is that love? What way is that love? Like, it's so many people out in this world that probably done experienced any form, mental, physical, like emotional, you know what I mean? Emotional abuse. People think emotional, like, a person shouldn't make you mad. all the fucking time. Like, that's emotional abuse. You know what I mean? Like, I think that when it comes to that shit, like, people just think shit just chicken ass and just think it is what it is. Mm-hmm. But, like, you gotta be really one with yourself to understand, like, this motherfucker don't really, like, you know, this motherfucker don't really can't love me, can't care about me, can't think about what I'm talking about. Because in my opinion, like, I'm so, like, direct and straightforward, like, in, like, black and white. Like, you not even gonna be able to come around me if I don't have, like, some type of respect or love or, like, whatever for you. You know what I mean? Like, even for, like, on the guy end, like, if you my homie or whatever, I mean, like, if I ain't got no respect for you, if you ain't my homie, like, you ain't come to my crib, we ain't kicking it, we ain't, you know, none of that shit. Like, if I can't, you know what I mean, if I can't establish that with you, like, same thing on a woman's tip. Like, I just feel like it's more important for a motherfucker to know that, like, because when it comes to females are more, like, gravitational pull when it comes to, like, emotional support and just, like, physical support or whatever. You know what I mean? How females be like, well, you know, men can fix this, or, like, you know, that right. Like, that physical shit. But when it's all said and done, at the end of the day, everybody got this shit in their brain that they think about, like, damn, like, this motherfucker really don't fuck with me for real. Like, you know, like, this shit's crazy.
Oh, no, now and then, like, this new generation shit, like, when they be fighting, the couples of shit be fighting, like, oh, this motherfucker, look, that shit is not cute. Stop thinking it's cute. Stop posting, making this shit seem like it's cute. Because you motherfuckers could be kissing and playing or fucking going on. That's cute. Not a motherfucker fighting in a car and posting and then hugging later. Like, no, that's toxic. That's toxic as fuck and that's gonna lead to some. Like. Yeah. Yes, but no, that's not cool, y'all. It's no. You want to be loved on, touched on, caressed, fucking cuddling, not fucking punching and fighting and doing all that dumbass shit. Yeah. That ain't what's hot. That ain't it. They think that shit is now. It's older motherfuckers doing that shit too. Nah, that ain't cool. That ain't love. That ain't how this shit's supposed to be. I want to be motherfucking hugged, kissed on, rubbed on.
Like, I feel like people, like, get, what do you want to call it? Like, play fighting and real fighting mixed up.
Yeah.
Like,
they do. But see, that's the thing, motherfucker. My mom used to get on my ass about that play fighting too. Like, stop play fighting because that shit can lead to something else type shit. Oh, my mom did not play that, me or a little boyfriend or something. But that needs to stop too. Like, we need to, come on, let's do some other type of shit instead of play fighting. Let's sit down and play a motherfucking card game, 50 questions. It's the truth, though. That's my, like, in my last relationship, it was on some, like, every week or some shit like that. We'd ask each other 50 random questions or, like, you know.
That's a lot of questions.
50?
50 is a lot of questions.
No, it's not if you just...
50 questions, please.
Are you serious?
Maybe ask me 20 or 10.
That is
but
so
no.
sad. See, this is toxic right there.
That's not toxic.
Why the fuck
I
not
hate
50?
Being, like, I hate when
it ain't
people
gonna be
roll
no fucking. It's not gonna be no fucking interview as questions type shit.
Like,
someone's gonna be favorite color, favorite motherfucking movie type shit.
I feel like when you're in a relationship, it's different though. I feel like you should be able to ask questions, but questions that, like, get you to know this person, because
that's I know we talk,
and I know right, but you saying
I said in a relationship. I didn't say no random ass person. We talk about in relationships.
Right. No. I feel you.
You ain't paying attention.
No, that makes sense. Real quick, so I have found. So as of, and I just want to get your perspective on it. As of 2020, approximately 1 in 4 women, which is 23% or 2.2 million of the world, has experienced violence by an intimate partner. Of 1 in 13 men, though.
I think that's a lie.
You think it's a lie?
Mm-hmm.
Really? 1 in 13 men? So, like, 1 of every 13 men.
I feel like that's a lie. I feel like them numbers definitely should be higher than that.
Probably. Because It could very well be a lie because a lot of people go through shit and like never
and
like say
talk
nothing.
about it. This is only based off of the calls and the fucking cases they got.
Yeah.
A lot of people now. That's why they got these numbers and the anonymous and all that stuff. That's definitely a lie. That's just what they got reported to them.
Ethiopia has the highest cases of domestic violence. That's crazy. That's really crazy.
A lot of those men out there are very controlling.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah. Nah. I mean, cause they into that 15 wives, like you said, type thing, super controlling and stuff like that. So I think that comes from their religion, though. You know what I mean? Like, what is it called? Like concubine or something like that.
Don't quote me.
I don't know. But yeah, I think that when it comes to domestic violence, man, people just have to be self-aware first. You have to be aware of yourself and what you able to do as a person. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be understanding. Like, you got to see signs and not be able to vibe with the red flags.
But see, that's easier said than done. Even without the red flags, it's just shit. It's an act in the beginning. Then that shit just happened. Them coming out, of course, they're gonna be a good woman or man. In my case, a good man, cool dude, real smooth, very sweet, all that. My red flags don't even look. Couple of red flags before my shit went all the way left.
Oh, I thought you said you personally only had a couple red flags.
No, you want me to have some red flags so bad.
But
that's what I'm saying. Like, you just said you got to be aware. You never know until it fucking happens.
No, for sure. I definitely agree.
Just never know.
Definitely agree. Man, it's just so many like we said before, you never really know anybody until you be in the position to like really know somebody. Like whether it's like a life-changing event, like a kid, or moving with somebody, or unless you around this person every day, or every other day. But I feel like you never know anybody's status in life until like maybe you've known them for a while, or like I said, those other things. But just being overall observant, I feel like it. I want to shed a light on both. I want to shed a light on women, and I want to shed a light on men, because when we talk about domestic violence, everybody just always think women.
And that's definitely not the case.
That's definitely not the case. Like, you have
women is just more, that's all. Yeah,
women are just more. And I'm not like degrading the women's side of it, but like, you motherfuckers got to pay attention to both sides. Like, I'm an advocate for both. Like, I don't think that a lot of men ain't gonna let themselves get beat on. A lot of men, shit, like I said, that one instance with that one guy, I just want everybody to be self-aware. Self-aware first, man. You notice that shit. You notice anything, any type of vibes. You notice, leave right then. Don't be like,
don't be in denial.
Oh, he just
and all
playing.
That shit. Yeah, no.
Like, if a motherfucker because it's a difference. It's a difference. Let me say this, because like I'm a play fighter, but I don't like punch your ass, try to knock you out type shit. Like, I'll sit on you or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So there's a difference, like, than like a motherfucker like physically trying to like knock your ass out while they play fighting or some shit like that. Like, so you just like people say, know the awareness, be aware. That just goes into like the whole, I hate talking about this, but like the whole rape thing too. But that shit is like sickening, man. Like, and it need to be made aware, man. Like, I watch a lot of SVU, so I see a lot of like weird people, like weird shit. I know they just stories for TVs, but like, even bro, the dude that wrote it, Dick Wolf, got like arrested for like that type of shit. Like, and like, the shit is crazy, man. Like, niggas be like, but I think rape goes back to what we said before, the control and shit. People niggas like to be in control when they rape people. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'll never understand. That's why I don't like having sex. Like, I'm huge for, like, not having sex drunk. Like, I'm huge on not having sex drunk.
True.
If you know me, you know I'm huge on not having sex drunk. It's just super crazy, man. Like, people say when you drunk, you tell the truth. But, like, when you sober, you tell even more of a truth. Like, because if they didn't want to do nothing with you sober, why you doing something with them drunk? And it go both ways. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like you shouldn't, like, unless y'all already done, did
messed
some
around
shit,
before.
messed around before. But if this is y'all first time and y'all got drunk, I feel like that's a little bit excessive. Because you never know, motherfucker will wake up and have a whole change of mind. And you be like, damn, what the fuck? Like.
But you know what's so crazy? Females get raped in their relationships too. And they need to go ahead and walk up out of that too. It ain't just being raped just by a random person. These men be raping they women too. And that's another red flag that.
So can a husband rape his wife?
It's still a person. Just because I'm your wife don't mean you can get some. If I'm telling you no and push you off of me, yeah, that's still considered rape, whether if we married or not. If I say no and you forcing it, that's still rape. Ain't no, play no, like on some real ass shit. Yes, a husband can rape a wife. That's just a different fucking name. I seen that somewhere. Yeah.
Can a husband rape his wife if she don't want to have sex? But yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. It's the way stuff happens and the way stuff transpires. People just gotta be, like we said, self-aware, man. Understanding. We just wanted to do this episode to definitely spread awareness and be able to make people know that, like we actually, doing this for the people and for us, and, telling real live stories that, actually, are transpiring in our lives,
right.
Being available to be able to open and talk about this type of stuff, man, because at the end of the day, you might not know, like, this might reach somebody that be like, man, okay, cool, let me get the fuck on. Like, This shit really makes sense, you feel me? Like, cause like you said, looking on the outside in, motherfucker never know, what like certain people go through, like, unless a motherfucker pull you to the side and tell you, like, and if you know somebody, man, and they, they going through some shit, they going through some physical, emotional, like mental, like abuse, like,
try and talk them and get up out of there.
Get up out that shit. Tell they ass, like, whatever. Like, whatever. A lot of people won't listen, you know what I mean? Because, like I said, it take a lot to leave.
Yeah, a person to get tired when they get tired, but one time should make you tired enough.
Yeah.
And then, like you touched on, anybody, male and female, don't think that's love if somebody putting their hands on you. Because if a motherfucker love you, they not going to do you like that.
For real.
Don't be afraid to tell somebody or say something or just fucking leave.
Facts. You ain't, like...
You can go be with somebody else that love you, that won't do that, or you can be by yourself. You're going to love you more than any motherfucking body. So, you can be by yourself.
I'm going to love you, too. If you with me, I'm going to love you, too.
Jesus Christ.
I'm a lover.
But y'all, be aware.
For sure.
Walk up out of that.
Word of this podcast is aware. Be aware, man. That's all. That's it. That's all. Like I said, we gave the number to the hotline earlier in the episode, man. Just was the information is also going to be in the description. We're going to make sure we do that. We also going to make sure we put all of our socials and everything. If y'all want to reach out to us, got anything to say. Huge shout out to our boy DZ behind the camera. Bro be doing this thing.
Definitely
y'all make sure y'all go tune into what he got going on. His information will also be in the description. And just like I said, everybody stay on point. That's my favorite way to put it, man. Make sure you just stay on point. Make sure you vigilant. Make sure you ain't let nobody hold you. Simple. All right, let's chop it up, Chicago, and
Time's key, and we out.
Peace.